A black hole offensively, eh? A black hole. I know it was very ill-timed to make the video that we made about Elias Pettersson 30 minutes before the Vancouver Canucks played off against the Toronto Maple Leafs. But in my defense, I was a little bit of a fool, and I assumed that the game that was being held at Rogers Arena in Vancouver was going to be at 7 p.m. on a Saturday night. No, it was at 4. Because of course it is. Toronto comes in and we have to change our schedule for it. Where have I heard that before? But even though it was maybe ill-timed to produce the Pettersson black hole video 30 minutes before the Canucks and the Leafs game, I'm not gonna take it down. I think there was a pretty good message about the spreading of very, very dangerous rumors in that commentary. So yes, you're free to laugh at me because that video is still up on YouTube and it's gonna stay up pretty much until the end of time. Anyways, heading into today's Canucks and Leafs game, I was in a little bit of a pickle in fantasy. You see, in the one league that I am most competitive in, 2 out of my 3 goalies did not play. Connor Ingram and Anton Forsberg did not suit up in their games. John Gibson, it's not announced yet at the time of recording this audio if he's going to play against the LA Kings, although it's probably going to be Lucas Dostal. And on the other side, my opponent had Joseph Woll, and he also picked up Jonathan Quick earlier this afternoon too. And with Quick and Woll both getting the starts, and with this being a categories league, wherein the goalie categories we track are goals against average, saves, save percentages, and shutouts, I was like, oh crap, this guy has a chance to overtake me in all 3 of those categories, and the shutout, of course, if Quick or Woll get a shutout, depending on how these guys play today. And lo and behold, Jonathan Quick lets in 3 goals on 25 shots against. Bad save percentage, bad goals against. Nice, that helps me. And Joseph Woll, by the hairs of my chinny chin chin, is unable to overtake the goals against average that he needed to have in this game. This was a frustrating Canucks game for me to watch because I was sitting there saying, wait a minute, like, look at these chances. Connor Garland off the side, Filipino cross crease, Tyler Myers hit the post, Elias Pettersson hit the post. The Canucks are getting robbed by the hockey gods. Joseph Woll isn't making these saves. He should be getting goals buried on him left and right. Oh my goodness. And when Brock Boeser scored in the 3rd period to make it 2-1 Vancouver, I screamed. That was just the push that I needed to get Joseph Woll's goals against and save percentage down to the number that it needed to be. And the best part about it is, at the end of the 3rd period, when the Canucks took a penalty, the Toronto Maple Leafs pulled Joseph Woll, and he sat on the bench while they were cycling it around on the 6-on-5, and I was like, yes, that's exactly what they need. Take Joseph Woll out of the game so that his goals against average number doesn't go down, because the longer he stays on the bench, that doesn't count as ice time for him, and the goals against per minutes is gonna just stay the same. And then the Canucks, okay, they touched it up. Leafs are on the power play. Quickly, it became a 6-on-4, and I was like, yes, let's go, get Joseph Woll out of there. I don't care if the Canucks score a goal or whatever. Give Joseph Woll less time on the ice, and eventually, the Canucks killed off the penalty. The net was empty, Marcus Pettersson fumbled it, and because he fumbled it, Joe Woll didn't come back onto the playing field. He was just still on the bench until the end of regulation, and I screamed. I was like, yes, that is exactly what needed to happen, because now I am leading in goals against average, saves, and save percentage. Look at this. I am up 224 against 227 for the GAA. I'm up with 97 saves against 94, and I'm up with a 915 save percentage against a 913. Even if John Gibson plays today against the Kings, I don't need to start him. I'm good. I've got all my starts. The other guy that I'm playing against does not have any games tomorrow, and he used up all his ads, so he can't get another goalie. And tomorrow, I don't even need to play Connor Ingram against the Washington Capitals. I don't need to play him. If Connor Ingram gets lit the F up by Ovechkin and, Lindstrom, then okay, that'll ruin my chances at getting goals against average and save percentage. I'll get saves, yeah, because the games for my opponent are already done on the goaltending side of things, but with the result today, with Joe Woll getting pulled at the right moment and not having that extra few seconds on the ice to have his goals against average go down, it was perfect. Absolute perfection for me, and I was so happy with how it went. Shout out to Jonathan Quick as well for letting in 3 goals on 25 total shots. But anyways, yeah, I had to fill in the rest of the commentary with that because this game was only a 2-1 game. Vancouver wins it 2-1. As we had said, the Canucks had ample opportunities. Last game for Vancouver against the San Jose Sharks, they were down in the deserve to win-o-meter 70% to 30 or whatever it was. This game against Toronto, again, without Quinn Hughes and with gosh darn royalty, Prince Harry in the building, Vancouver absolutely dominates the Maple Leafs. Oh, it's 2-1. How can you say it was domination? Because the Canucks had so many opportunities, just so much zone time and offensive prowess. They were up 80% to 20 in the deserve to win-o-meter today. And all those chances that they had to seal the deal. Connor Garland backdoor, Filip Hronek backdoor in the second period, Tyler Myers off the post, Elias Pettersson off the post. You also had the Marcus Pettersson open net opportunity. Elias Pettersson, he played maybe the best game we have seen out of him in months, maybe even a full calendar year. He was hitting guys, he was attacking the middle, he was throwing the puck into the middle. Beautiful play to set up Filip Hronek for the 1-0 goal there. Elias Pettersson with the reverse check in the corner. Okay. Nice passes to facilitate play. Okay. Gets to an open spot to receive the pass from forward. Okay. And then he goes wing to wing. Backdoor for Filip Hronek. Okay. Hronek gets it by Joe Woll. And it's 1-0 Vancouver. What a beautiful scoring chance and a goal. Pretty much set up by Elias. That was Pettersson at his peak prime. Elias Pettersson setting things up there. In the second period, the Canucks did have some opportunities towards the middle part of the frame, but Toronto did slowly start to come back. And for Vancouver, the lack of shots, I was like, okay, that's fine. Don't give Joseph Woll more saves. If you're gonna score goals on him, please, I'd prefer you do it in fewer shots possible because the guy in my fantasy league that I'm playing against, he'd like to get Woll more saves and a higher save percentage. But eventually the Canucks just kind of tried to go into that full-on shutdown mode in the second, and it didn't work because the Maple Leafs, they put the pressure on in this game. They found a way to get by Kevin Lankinen after a power play opportunity for them concluded. It's Mo Rielly in the hash mark area who's able to shoot a puck right by Lankinen. It's far left post. It's by everybody. Lankinen, by the way, had an incredible game. Oh my goodness, the stops, the post-to-post, the stretched-out one-timer robbery on Austin Matthews with the glove. This guy was amazing, and he wasn't even supposed to play today. Thatcher Demko got 10 minutes in the first period, and then after the commercial break, we came back, and he was taken out. It was Kevin Lankinen. There was a video going around of Thatcher Demko telling Rick Tocchet that he can't play, and Brock Boeser on the bench looks so sad. Kevin Lankinen comes in, and Lank the Tank sets things up and only allows Morgan Rielly to get 1 goal for Toronto before shutting the door in period 3 and allowing Vancouver to win the game. The third period saw so many Vancouver Canucks offensive opportunities that probably should have been goals that were having me pulling my hair out because I need Joe Woll to get that lower save percentage. But eventually, on the man advantage, it is Brock Lesnar. Just kidding, it's Brock Boeser. And he receives the pass from Filip Hronek. In the middle, he throws it towards the goal. It beats Woll. Beautiful goal. 18th on the season by Brock Boeser, assisted by Filip Hronek and Filip Hronek. So there you go. Filip collaborating on this goal here. Hronek had 2 goals. He was fantastic today. We get it. Filip Hronek is no Quinn Hughes, but he was as close to Quinn Hughes as he needed to be to give Vancouver what they needed to win this game. What a great performance there out of Filip Hronek. And the Canucks are able to kill off the remaining however many minutes of the third period, hold on to the lead. Marcus Pettersson came out of the box and had an open, empty net to put the puck in, but he ended up fumbling it after picking the puck up in the Leafs end zone. Unfortunate bounce for them, but of course I'm happy because those few extra seconds there where the puck did not cross the line and the Leafs just ended up playing it longer, it allowed Joe Woll to stay off of the ice a little bit longer, and that was really good for me. So I'm super, super thrilled with how this game went down. Obviously, Demko getting hurt is the worst part about it. I mean, the guy lasted 10 minutes. Thatcher Demko is hurt again. But the Leafs! The Canucks beat the Leafs! Without Hughes! And with a backup goalie coming in here! That's ridiculous! Thoughts in the comment section below about Vancouver, Toronto, and sorry for all the fantasy talk. It is just the biggest thing on my conscience right now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.